Okay, just a short week after the most recent 500 that we offered, we have yet another. This is a Singer 500A, also dubbed the Rocketeer because of its, futuristic look, which back in the mid-50s, this was a very top-of-the-line, futuristic-looking sewing machine. It, of course, is a Slant-O-Matic, uses the slant needle, accessories and attachments. It is all metal, gear drive, no belts to change. Of course, it's the pinkish tan color with the lighter beige or cream trim. The 500 has the same built-in stitches as the 401A. It's just cosmetically a little different. And of course, under the top panel reveals your cam and your double spool pins, and of course your eye level stitch chart and the bobbin winder. There is a third spool pin that does come with the machine. Unfortunately, this machine does not have it, but it stores here in this little hole, and that third spool pin fits here on top of the lid and allows you to sew with the top panel closed. You might be able to find that on eBay somewhere, but this machine does not come with that third pin. You make your little patterns by letter combinations using the front two dials, by putting them in different combinations. It has primary patterns and combination patterns. The primary patterns are adjustable in width. The combination patterns are not. Of course, it has the front drop-in Class 66 bobbin system. This machine does include the original box of accessories, two-layer box. The top layer holds your basic presser feet, your seam guide, your bobbins, and your straight stitch plate, and the old-fashioned needle package would fit here. Of course, they don't make those anymore. And underneath the top layer is your bigger attachments, like your ruffler, your binder, your zipper foot, and there's your hemmer foot. 4 out of the 5 cams fit in here. Original screwdriver, small and large, and also there's a lint brush. The 5th cam is in the machine. Now, there are a total of, I believe, 22 cams available for this machine. These 5 cams that are included, the patterns are not created by the machine's internal cam stack. You're welcome to buy more top hat cams if you'd like, but it's kind of repetitive because most of the patterns that are created by the cams are already built into this machine's internal cam stack. So it's kind of neat in that you don't have to have the external cams because they're already built in. Oh yes, and also the machine comes with the original instruction manual. Alright, I'm going to do a few pattern fabric samples before I run out of time. I think I'm only allowed 10 minutes, so I need to hustle. So I said, this is an all-metal machine and it's gear drive. So, it'll do a lot of heavy-duty projects for you. Start out with a straight stitch. It's a very quiet running machine. And change to a zigzag. Has a very nice consistent stitch. The 4 bobbins that come with it, the Class 66 bobbins, are vintage. I recommend that you try to get a hold of vintage bobbins because the new bobbins that you buy do have a center ring that protrudes and they will bind your bobbin case. So I have provided 4 vintage bobbins, vintage metal, with the machine. I had to loosen my tension a hair. Now let's do a built-in pattern. Let's do a domino. And it's pretty easy. You just move your 2 dials to letter combination, and this is a domino. It's kind of like a checkerboard. This is an internal cam pattern. And now external cam that's in the machine is a scallop. So we're going to move right up here, and we're going to do the scallop from the cam that's built in right now, or that's in the machine. The scallop. Alright. Nice big designs. There's a scallop following the cam that's in, the external cam. There's the domino using the internal cam. Very nice stitches. And as you can see, after I loosened my tension, it looks very nice. Take it off of cam, back on straight stitch, and I'm going to do some heavy duty patterns for you. Alright, starting with 10 layers of cotton, using a size 16 needle. Pretty much like it's nothing, as you can see. Wonderful machines. They last forever. Keep them serviced, and you know, you just never have a problem with them. 5 layers of a woven upholstery fabric with a rubber backing. Very nice, and you will get the fabric samples also. Another kind of upholstery, maybe that would be on your sofa. 5 layers of that. Of course, this is not an industrial machine. I don't sell it as an industrial machine. It is a nice, heavy-duty domestic machine with all metal gears and a gear drive. Not an industrial machine by any means, but this machine will outperform and outlast any machine that you buy today, any domestic machine. 6 layers of denim. They say fit it under the foot of a Slant-O-Matic and it will sew it. And it's pretty much true. 6 layers of denim with a beautiful perfect stitch. 4 layers of raw leather. Like it's nothing, as you can see. If you're going to do a lot of leathers and other sticky fabrics, you might want to invest in a walking foot attachment because it does make it a little easier on the feed dogs to pull your fabric through. Beautiful perfect stitch on 4 layers of leather. Last but not least, you don't always have to sew elephant hide. Very delicate chiffon, see-through, very delicate. And actually, I didn't even adjust the tension nor the presser foot pressure, but you normally will want to, and a smaller needle size also. 9 and 11 are nice sizes for a very delicate fabric like silk or chiffon. Beautiful perfect stitch on a delicate chiffon. That is the Singer Slant-O-Matic 500A Rocketeer.